What's up, everybody? HPJ here, and I'm coming at you guys with my update video for the next few months. Gonna keep it short, gonna keep it classy, gonna keep it everything together because I know many of you want to know what's gonna go on. Well, welcome to the month of August, and with the month of August means I will be returning to work from my vacation. Woo! So I'm definitely going to be trying to get everything together, as you all know, and definitely just get things together. I know many of you are very excited about the lineup of things that, excuse me, will be coming with, uh, you know, the next couple of months. But there's a couple of other things that I want to address too, and I'm going to address them all in this video. But it's not going to be like any detailed, in-depth stuff. It is, but Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon, Puzzles and Dragons most likely will of course be the focus of things going forward. In addition to that, I also will be focusing on keeping a large portion of things together just for my mental, my physical, and my emotional, just to make sure that they're all together. Now, for one major thing to let you all know that while I return to work, the summer stuff is not going to. Well, the summer stuff is basically what it is. I record when I record. Whatever I have together is what I have together. And I just keep going. That's pretty much it. Outside of that, um, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Puzzle Dragon is going to be the main focus. There are a couple of other things to address as well, but I want to say those for those separate videos. But in conjunction for those, I will state this. Anytime I make content, it's my content. There's no AI, there's no fabricating of things. It's just 100% me, raw emotion, insert, 100%, that's it. And there were some things that I wanted to address in what my latest Digimon stuff is, because if you guys want to know some of my content itself, um, legitimately has only changed because of the fact that there wasn't many insights of things going on. There was issues with trying to get content up. Cards are very expensive. Some cards never came. And with all that together, I really did have to put a lot of things on hold because there was just things not happening. There's also the thing too where people were upset because I had to use Yu-Gi-Oh! Neuron for the Rush Duel portion of things, and I want you guys to also understand that Rush Duel cards are so expensive. What is it? Echo of the Shining. What is it? Echo of the Shining Castle? No, Light of the Shining Castle. That card's expensive. The Shining Shade. That's expensive. Why? Because they only come in Overrush Rare and Secret Rare. There were a couple of them on eBay that are currently um, at a certain price and easy to obtain, but they're not easy to obtain for everyone. And with all the stuff that's going on with turfs and everything, it's very, very difficult to get a lot of Rush Duel cards from Japan to here. So I do commend many of you waiting, but if I cannot wait no longer, I have to find an alternative. Would I have used something like EDO or stuff like that? I could, but sound system doesn't work too well on my laptop. Then that means I have to do editing, which is that I'm going to have to edit in a voiceover and then take the voiceover and then put that onto there. And as many of you know, my editing skills are atrocious. So, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, don't expect me to really do much editing. With that editing being brought up, let's talk about the shorts because I still have all my shorts. I have not done anything to exclude them or do anything to basically cut them out. What initially has happened at this point is that, yeah, I have them, they're solidly together, but I have not posted them because editing them to fit the format is the problem. Because I'm not using, was it YouTube Shorts? I'm using CapCut. I was using YouTube Shorts, But then YouTube Shorts started having issues where I couldn't compile my 150 to 3 minute shorts to put them onto YouTube because they were still trying to figure that out. So it ultimately left me to the decision of just saying, you know what, I have all the shorts and stuff ready. You know, I can go ahead, put the shorts together, or just go ahead and upload them because they've been uploading to what was it? They're uploading to Instagram. If you haven't checked my Instagram, they're on my Instagram. This is why I keep saying, you guys, you want to see more, go to my social media accounts. Because why? I'm uploading there. It's just a lot easier to upload shorts onto Instagram than they are to upload them to YouTube. Because then I don't have to go through the trials and tribulations. They're already short enough. I already spent enough time trying to compile them already, and I just would like it to just be easier to where I cannot have to do it with so much, um, so much intertwined. So, that's pretty much where I stand with that. I know some people are probably not going to be excited about that. Well, guess what? Life is just like that. It's not much I can really deal with that. I have to just go with whatever I can with how I can go about it. It could be worse. It could definitely be worse. So that in its own is why you haven't seen the shorts on YouTube, because they're all on Instagram, formatted with information. I still have a couple more. I really just don't have the energy to want to post everything, because if you see how they're posted on my YouTube, they're not going to be how they're posted on Instagram. They're not going to have the proper ratio. I have to go into CapCut, or I have to go into YouTube Shorts to do all of that. And it's just time consuming. It really, really is. I still have so many that are still up that I have not done proper editing to. Hell, there are some of them I haven't, done the thumbnails or anything to, because it's just so much additional work. I do not have an editor, and I do not have a um, I do not have an editor. I do not have my own editing team. I am the team for everything, the editing, the uploading, the recording, all of that. That's all me. So it's a lot to handle on one person. So I have to, unfortunately, I have to let things go, because I cannot produce these things that I say I want to produce, because I just don't have the time, I don't have the effort, and I don't have the energy to do all of that. So I think at a point you're just not going to see shirts for another period of time, unless I feel like I have the time and the energy to put all of that together. Will I try to upload the ones that I already have? Yes, but you're not going to like how they look. So you might as well just get them onto Instagram. If you want to see the shorts, and I'll make a post of it. If you want to see my shorts for the Harpies, you got to go to Instagram, because I'm not posting them on YouTube. It's too much editing that I do not feel like having to deal with. In addition to that, there is more stuff to be talked about, because why not? There's these things going on with the other games. Um, no, with the games in general. There's some stuff being talked about on Twitch, because the CEO of Twitch was acting a fool, and I highly disagree with the comments that he made, because as someone who has been on Twitch, and I stopped being on Twitch, Twitch has a lot of issues. It really does. Twitch has bots that will circumvent in a live stream, and they claim that they're actual accounts, but they're not actual accounts. They're just bots sitting there taking viewership away from the viewers. There's enough issues of revenue, issues of just trying to get. Some of us don't even want to make the money from Twitch. We just want all the other things attached to it. We want the recognition. We want the respect. Some of us actually prefer to stream live, and then prefer to upload it onto YouTube to get YouTube content. So, from a lot of the things that I've heard him say, I think a lot of it is very disrespectful. And with a lot of the things that he accused small streamers of, Your big streamers were doing it. You let them get away with it, and you threw stones and hit hands. And constantly, the math is not mathing, because you cannot sit there and say that small content creators and whatnot have, hurt a system that was built off of small content creators and small streamers. You're still only relevant because the big streamers who haven't said anything racial, homophobic, or stuff like that are still on your platform, and most of them who have been canceled, and then they go to Kick, and then you're competing with Kick, and Kick is a whole cesspool of what the fuck, and I am not dealing with that. So that is where my basis of things stands on that whole lineup and situation, and with everything still attached to that, I'm not going to go any further because I feel like this. We give you the recognition that you want, you don't like it. We give you the support, it's still, 70-30 on some ends, depending on which one of them you like more. And at that point, I'm just like, you know what? When I left, I left. There's no reason for me to go back. I'm not even going to do YouTube streaming. It's just not for me. Because why? I'm a small streamer. You don't like small streamers on your channel because you think, on your platform, because you think we're stealing money, or we're creating bots to steal stuff, or what other additional bullshit that he said. So yeah, that's him. He can clean off now. It's whatever. But I just know, for me personally, I don't need to do that. There's no need for me to do that. I have no recognition for wanting to do that. I have a whole lot of other things to deal with. So what are the things to address? Oh, let's address another elephant in the room, because some people um, like to talk about my content in terms of what's in my videos, what's not in my videos. Let this be very well known. Just because I do not have a card in my deck does not mean that you are obligated to sit into my chat, in my comment section, and then tell me, or continuously ask the question that I've already said was going to get your comment flagged, which is, please do not come into my comment section trying to ask me about why insert card is not here. Insert card is not here because I do not use insert card name here. If I have already tried to use insert card name here, or did try to do a whole bunch of stuff with insert card name here, then just know that it happened. I gave it whatever bit of insight I did, probably even did a video or two about it, and it was just like, alright, I'm done. Let me move on. And I did. Now, if you do not like the fact that, let's just let's cut the cheese. You're mad because I don't have Mirai Mekigira in my deck for Mastodon. That is a personal problem. That is a definite 100% personal problem. I cannot afford Mirai. Some of you can afford the water to clean your asses with. It just is what it is, right? Right. So, I'm not pushing the issue anymore. I have said what I said. I am holding, stuff on the side for anything and everything that will be coming. I have no regrets in it at all. So that just is what it is. I don't have certain cards. I don't have certain cards. If I don't play a card because you play it, well, then you go play it and you make your own deck profile and you play it. There you go. That's it. Because things are not as cheap as you think they are. If you have the money, then share the wealth. Share the wealth. You guys want my PayPal? I'll drop a PayPal. Hell, you can drop PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, all that. You want to help me buy the cards? I'll buy the cards. Then that'd be different. But until then, if you don't pay my bills, you do not have a say-so in what content comes up on this channel. There you go. So now, with that said, that's out the way, and going into some other things. Content will stay as content as it is. I will be dropping whatever I possibly can once I drop it, because like I told you guys earlier, I will be returning to work, to focus, to make that coin, make that bag, get that money. Because that's the other reason. Is because guess what, guys? Got a job, gotta go to work, gotta pay my bills. Gotta have a roof over my head. Gotta have food. So, there you go. So, you're mad? Stay mad. Ain't much else I can help you with. Got a whole bunch of other things I'm worried about. I'm not gonna sit here and worry about the this, the that, because you don't like the this and the that. Just guess what? Life goes on. I have other things to finish. I have other things to do. I can't, please grow up. Do better. Find a hobby. Stay doing that hobby. Because, Jesus Christ. With that in told, I've addressed that elephant. I've addressed the other thing. I am going to do different videos to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Digimon and stuff like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else really to jump into the fray for. If there is, I will definitely let you guys know. But for right now, there really isn't much. Yeah, there really isn't much. I mean, unless you guys want me to talk about Nintendo and how that's going on, nope. Alright, so with that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video here because I got a whole bunch of other things to figure out and do, and I have, 2 or 3 more videos to go record. So, with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this update video. The next time I will see you guys for an update video will most likely be in December. Probably the middle of December, because not the latest of December, the middle of December. And I will definitely keep those things together. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. Stay friendly and nice in those comments. Now, with that in told, thanks everyone for watching. And HBJ, signing out. Take care.